In this video, I'll guide you through how to make a checkbox required in Docusign. This is really useful when you need someone to acknowledge a specific statement, agree to terms, or confirm that they've reviewed important information before they can complete and submit a document. Let's start from the point where you already have a document open in the Docusign editor and you're adding fields to it. And the first thing you'll want to do is select the checkbox field. On the left-hand side of the Docusign editor, you'll see a list of different field types you can add, such as signatures, initials, text fields, and checkboxes. Look for the checkbox option in that panel. When you see it, click on it once, then move your cursor over to the document where you want the checkbox to appear and click again to place it. Once the checkbox is placed, make sure it is actually selected. You'll usually see a border or highlight appear around the field when it's active. If it's not selected, simply click directly on the checkbox on the document. This ensures that the settings you're about to change will apply to that specific field and not something else. Now that the checkbox is selected, the next step is to open the properties for that field. In the Docusign editor, the properties panel usually appears on the right side of the screen when a field is selected. If you don't immediately see it, look for an option or icon labeled Properties near the selected field or in the toolbar. Click on Properties, and this will display all the settings you can adjust for the checkbox. Inside the Properties panel, you'll see a variety of options such as the field name, which recipient it's assigned to, and formatting settings. What we're interested in here is the option to control whether the checkbox is required. Look for a setting or checkbox labeled required. This setting determines if the signer must interact with this field before they can finish signing. To make the checkbox required, simply enable the required option. That usually means clicking a small checkbox next to the word required so that it becomes checked or toggled on. Once this is enabled, Docusign will not allow the signer to complete the document without checking that box, ensuring that they've actively acknowledged whatever the checkbox represents. As you do this, it's a good idea to quickly review any other relevant settings in the Properties panel. For example, double check that the field is assigned to the correct recipient and that it's placed in a logical spot in the document right next to the statement or clause it refers to. This helps avoid confusion and makes the signing experience smoother. After you've enabled the required option and confirmed everything looks correct, you'll want to save your changes. In Docusign, this generally happens in two ways. First, the field's properties are updated as soon as you change them, but you still need to save the overall document or template. Look for the Save or Save and Close button, usually at the top or bottom of the editor screen, and click it to make sure all your edits are stored. Once the document is saved, your checkbox is now set as required. The next time someone receives and opens this document to sign, they'll be prompted to check that box before they can finish the process. This small adjustment adds an extra layer of clarity and compliance to your documents, making sure important acknowledgements are never missed.